Good afternoon, friends. Let's start the new point of bioorganic chemistry. In that, we have started the chapter asymmetric synthesis. Now, today we discuss about the enantioselective and diastereoselective reactions. So, asymmetric synthesis this is the chapter, and in that we are studying the enantioselective and diastereoselective synthesis. Okay, so for the studying of this enantioselective and diastereoselective synthesis, we have first discussed about the stereoselective reactions, that means asymmetric reactions. So in the asymmetric reactions, if we get two product, now in that two product, one is major and one is minor product, and if they are optically active, if the compounds are optically active, then the reaction is said to be stereoselective reactions. Means in the stereoselective reactions, the two isomers obtain in which one is major and one is minor. Means one is in excess and one is in less amount of the product is obtained. Such reactions are called stereoselective reactions. And now that stereoselective reactions are of two types: enantioselective reactions and diastereoselective reactions or synthesis. Now another type of asymmetric synthesis is the stereospecific. Now in stereospecific, only one isomer is obtained as a major product. It's called stereospecific reactions. And the stereoselective reactions, there is two product, one is in excess and one is in less amount, are the stereoselective. And the stereoselective are again two types, that is enantioselective and diastereoselective reactions. When these two are obtained, when in the stereoselective reactions, stereoselective synthesis or reaction synthesis is of two types depending on the isomers obtained. If the isomers are enantiomers and one isomers enantiomers, then the reaction is enantioselective reactions. And if the two product obtained are diastereomers, then the synthesis or reaction is diastereoselective synthesis or reactions. Now let's see a general reactions. A plus B, these two reactant combined together, they gives C plus D. Now this C plus D are the optically active compounds. Optically active means the product obtained is not a racemic. The product obtained is not a racemic. If the product is racemic, then it is optically inactive. Racemic means the 50% of C and 50% of D is obtained with opposite configurations. Then their opposite configuration cancel to each other, and this mixture is optically inactive. But the product we got here supposed to be optically active, means one of the product C or D is in excess. Now if this optically active product is, it may be, suppose enantiomers. If this C and D are enantiomers, if these two are enantiomers, then the reaction is called enantioselective synthesis. Enantioselective selective enantioselective synthesis, and if C and D are diastereomers, then it is diastereoselective synthesis reaction. Okay. So if A and B is optically inactive, the product is inactive, and we get optically active product. In that, if C and D are enantiomers, then the reaction is enantioselective, and if the C and D are the diastereomers, then the reaction is diastereoselective. So let's see one by one diastereoselective and enantioselective reactions. Now, enantioselective reactions. Let's consider the example of ketone, that is acetophenone. Now it is a prochiral compound, prochiral molecule. Now this prochiral molecule, when treated with chiral hydrides like CBS reagent, Porexoxycibata reagent, in which boron hydride is a chiral reagent, so we write here chiral hydride. Now when we add the chiral hydride in this ketone, we get the two product OHCHD plus OH. Okay. So these two products are obtained. So these are the enantiomers of each other. Now suppose this having 1, 2 S configuration. This carbon is chiral carbon and this carbon having S configuration. This chiral carbon is also chiral and this having R configuration. So these are the enantiomers. One isomer is S and another is R. Now these two isomers, if we use a CBS reagent, it is 97% EE. Means this product is obtained in enantiomerically excess form. Enantiomerically, this product is excess, and we get here 97% enantiomerically excess product. Means during these reactions, two isomers are obtained. These are the enantiomers of each other, and therefore such a reactions synthesis is called enantioselective synthesis enantioselective reactions. Okay. Now next, diastereoselective synthesis. Okay, let's see. Diastereoselective synthesis. Let's take an example of aldehyde and alcohol. Okay, when it is reduced by react with CH3Li methyl lithium, then this carbonyl get converted to alcohol. Now this OH remain as it is. Now here one isomer is this, or another isomers So these two are diastereomers. These two are the diastereomers. These two isomers are the diastereomers. Now see here, 1, 2, 3. R, or this configuration is also R. R. This configuration is R or S configuration. So RR is converted to RS, means these are the diastereomers. Okay. So as these are the two diastereomers, now one of the product is in excess. So this may be 3:1 proportion. So one product is in excess, and therefore the reaction is distereoselective reaction या synthesis. Okay. So when we got two diastereomers, in that one is the excess, then the synthesis is called diastereoselective synthesis. So these are the enantioselective and diastereoselective synthesis of the reactions. Okay. Now let's see the chiral reagent and chiral catalyst. Chiral reagent and chiral catalyst. Now we use the starting material as a prochiral, and the prochiral is converted into chiral. So chiral reagent and catalyst. Chiral reagent and catalyst. In that sphere, prochiral compound is converted into chiral compounds. Now prochiral compound is optically inactive, but the product obtained is optically active. Means the prochiral unit we used here the trigonal planar compounds such as alkene or carbonyl compounds. These are the trigonal planars, means having sp2 hybridization, and it is converted to tetrahedral structure, means the prochiral compound is converted to chiral compounds. So by using, so this is prochiral and this is chiral. So this cannot be converted directly by using the like sodium hydride carbonyl compounds. If you take the carbonyl compounds by Na